Channel memberships are here. If you'd like to sign up and support the channel, go down below in the link description or in the comment section. You'll see the link to sign up to become a member. It's not mandatory. I never make the videos where it's like members only or anything. But if you want to support the channel, sign up. There's a starter pack and there's also a captain pack. The captain pack will give a discount on the future store, site-wide discount that will be coming very soon. So be on the lookout for that. To get some cool badges, some cool emotes. So if you'd like to sign up, you can sign up for that. Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. We're diving into, of course, the NFC playoff race. I did the AFC playoff race already, so we're going to dive into the NFC side and see what's happening over here. Okay, the division leaders, of course, you got the Eagles sitting at 9-2, comfortable, especially after the Commanders lost to the Cowboys. You got the Eagles sitting comfortable at the top at 9-2. You have, of course, the Seahawks sitting at 6-5, top of their division right now, but it's tied with the Cardinals at 6-5 as well. So we'll see what happened with that. Lions 10-1, top of their division. The Vikings right behind them, and Packers right behind them as well. So it's gonna be very interesting to see right there. Then you look at the Falcons, of course. They got the top of their division, but the Buccaneers is coming. They're right behind them too as well. So right now, I think, of course, the top teams. You look at, of course, the Eagles, the Lions, and then you look at the Falcons, of course, and you look at the Seahawks, top division leads right now. But when the playoff time comes, I think only one team will make it out of the NFC West. I don't think two teams make it out of the NFC West. I think because you look at the NFC North right now, the Lions, Vikings, and Packers. Packers sitting at 8-3. You got the Vikings at 9-2. You got the Lions at 10-1. Those three teams probably gonna make the playoffs because the NFC, the way the NFC set up a little bit, there's not too many teams in the wild card will have that big of a record as these other teams. So three teams from the NFC North is probably going to the playoffs, kind of like the Steelers, Browns, and Ravens. I mean, Steelers, Browns, and Ravens last year who made the playoffs and stuff. So it's kind of like that last year. So every team in this division going to the playoffs. I think, well, not every team but the Bears going to the playoffs. The top three teams. So the Packers, Lions, and the Vikings. Those three teams right there. Then you look at the next thing, of course, as well. The Eagles sitting at 9-2. They're going to be in there as well. And then after that, you kind of looking, okay, those are four teams I'm looking at. Of course, somebody got to win the NFC West. I think it'll be either the Cardinals or Seahawks. 49ers kind of got on a bad track. Now they lost another game too as well. Got smoked by the Packers, which is another NFC loss on their record. And they already lost to the Seahawks. And then actually, have they won a division game? I don't know. I think they haven't won a division game because they lost to the Rams on Monday Night Football, or Sunday Night Football. They lost to, it was one of the games they lost to the Rams, like when they threw the game-winning touchdown. Then they lost to the Seahawks as well. So they lost I think, all the division games so far. And they lost to the Cardinals too. So they 0-3 in division. So they at the bottom of the division right now. The Rams at 5-6. It's still within reach, of course, of the Seahawks and Cardinals, but they don't control their own destiny now. They got to hope for the other team to lose and stuff because the division records are messed up. They can find a way to bounce back and beat them at other times in division games. Maybe they have a chance to as well. But the Seahawks sitting right at the top right now. The Cardinals at the top right now as well. So we'll see what happens with that. The Falcons have the lead by one game over the Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers lost both division games to the Falcons, if I'm not mistaken. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out, fans out in the end. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. But I think the Lions, Vikings, and Packers are locked, and the Eagles, of course, are locked in there. Commanders still have a playoff spot as well, sitting at 7-5. But after that loss to the Cowboys, you're like, come on, Commanders. So they lost to the Steelers, of course. Then they lost to the Cowboys. Now they lost back-to-back losses. So I don't say I think somebody made a video saying they falling apart. I won't say they falling apart, but they kind of get back on track. You score an 86-yard touchdown to get yourself back in the game, and then the special teams all day. A missed field goal, and then you look at missed PAT, the top ticket of overtime. So, and things happen. Then you kick the onside kick, and they let them just run right through and score as well. So, it's like a lot of things that was happening in that game. You're like, come on, guys. They got to find a way to get better on special teams. So, the Commanders got to find a way to kind of get back on track a little bit. They still got to win the record. Of course, they'd be good, but they got to find a way to get back on the groove. You look, of course, at the Seahawks, then Cardinals. Those two teams are going to battle it out. I think, when do they play again? Because they played yesterday, and the Seahawks beat the Cardinals, of course, yesterday. But they're going to play again. I think they play again eventually in a few weeks, if I'm not mistaken, unless they already played. They play again. Yeah, they play again on December 8th. So that's going to be another game, too. They both got the same record right now. The Cardinals won the first one. I mean, the Seahawks won the first one, and the Cardinals going to play them again, of course, this time at their home. And that game right there, December 8th, going to mean a lot because if the Seahawks can sweep them, then they have a full sail kind of like that first spot. I don't know if the Rams going to be able to get back in the mix a little bit. The injuries to keep piling up for them, and the 49ers, same story as well. They still have a chance, of course, but it's going to be interesting to see. But that game right there on December 8th is going to have a lot of implications on there. So we're going to see what happens. But the Seahawks got the Jets. That should be winnable, of course. They got the Cardinals, like I mentioned, that big-time game. You got the Packers, though. That's a tough one. And you got the Vikings after that. And the Bears, they might have some hard-crushing losses, but they're still a tough team to try to beat. And after they got the Rams. So they have some tough games, too. So we could see something that kind of mixed up. So those games might if they find if the Seahawks lose to the Packers and they lose to the Vikings or may fall into the Bears, then you look at the other teams like the 49ers and Rams can find themselves getting back in that mix a little bit. So it's very interesting. And then actually, what's crazy too as well, you look at the NFC South, which is probably the worst division in football. Well, maybe the AFC South might be bad too as well. But you look at right now, the Falcons sitting at 6-5 with the top of the division. The Buccaneers right behind them, but the Saints, we lost like 7 straight games at first at one point. They have now won back-to-back games. I think they're sitting at 4-7, and then they started off 2-0, then lost 7, then won 2. So now they're 4-7. They still have a chance in the mix too. They're only 2 games behind. The Falcons drop one or something happened, you put yourself back in the mix. So it's always crazy that NFC South will come down to the final week. Panthers lost to the Chiefs. If they won that Chiefs game yesterday, probably had a better chance, but I don't think they're in the mix right now. But it's really not that far-fetched, really. If something happened where they got on the win streak and the team started losing a little bit, you never know what could happen like that. It's the NFL, any given Sunday. So the NFC South is always wide open. Like last year, I think it came down to the wire. All those teams was playing. The Buccaneers pulled it off and became the division winner. But right now, it's still open for everybody. I think everybody still have a chance. Like, they're not basically technically out of it. I think the Panthers' the only way to get in there. They need some things to happen. They need some, of course, the Buccaneers and the Saints to lose some as well. They need some things to happen to get themselves back in the mix. They already beat the Saints once, I think. With Bryce Young, they beat the Saints. But I think they got to kind of find a way to get back in the rim of things. But the NFC is kind of, I wouldn't say wide open like the AFC is, because it's some bona fide teams like the Lions. And you look at the Eagles, look at the Vikings, the Packers, those teams right there are bona fide teams that can go out there and go toe-to-toe with anybody. So I think those teams are going to be the teams at the end that's kind of battling out for the NFC Championship. My prediction was this coming season was the Lions to make the Super Bowl. Like I said my prediction was Lions. And I said Lions and somebody. I said Lions and Bills, I think. I was doing it based off of non-biasness. I said besides my team, who I choose to make the Super Bowl, I said probably Bills and Lions. That'd be a pretty good Super Bowl. But if I'm choosing my team, I'm choosing the Steelers, of course. Steelers and Lions would be a great Super Bowl. Steelers trying to get their 7th. First team to get 6 already, and the first team to get 7 would be great. And then the Lions trying to get their first. That'd be a cool little storyline right there. The franchise is already established in the corner franchise in NFL history versus a franchise that's trying to get established, get their first Super Bowl in NFL history. So it'd be kind of like legacy versus a newcomer, like that a little bit, and that'd be interesting to see. But my Steelers team got a lot of work to do to get there. We 8-3 right now, which is a good record, but we still got some things to fix up before we get a team that's going out there. But I think the Lions going to probably win this conference. We'll see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings put up a big fight too as well, because they played the Lions already, lost to them. But the Vikings still got a nice roster. Packers got an opportunity too as well. So we're gonna see what happens, of course, fully. There's a lot of football left. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. What you think, who's gonna make it in the NFC, who's gonna win each division as well. And I see you guys probably, well, actually I don't know if I'm gonna see you guys. I made the video the same day, so I don't know if I'm gonna see you guys later or something, but I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.